How's it going, guys? The Trout91 here for the final part of the little Easter egg with Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, Richtofen, which will hopefully unlock both the stand-in and ensemble cast achievement. Now, this is quite a doozy of an achievement, and if you've been watching the first 4 or 5 parts, you'll see that it's not an easy errand to do. And it does involve a lot of work, and in this final part we'll be getting the golden rod, which people have no idea how to get, and it is not as simple as looking around the map for a vodka bottle. What you first have to do is turn the dials in the lighthouse to the correct number, and the way you work out this number is there's a poster next to the door that has missing pieces on it, and these pieces have been placed out around the map. There's one in a tire next to Double Tap, one next to Juggernaut, one in the room next to Stamina Up, and there is one on the second floor of the lighthouse laying on the floor. And all these little pieces of paper have a number on them and a little color on them to represent which number needs to be which. And the final code needs to be yellow at the very top of the lighthouse, needs to be a 2. Orange needs to be a 7, blue needs to be 4, and purple needs to be 6. And this is quite a hard puzzle. It took me quite a while to get it going. Me and Sam managed to work it out. Well, I managed to get it working with my mathematician skills. And we found that we were starting with 8410 going down. And the best way to do it is to figure out the distance that you are needed between each kind of dial. So I figured out you need to get a 5 between the 2 and the 7, -3, basically there's a difference of -3 between the next two, and then there's a difference of +2 in the next part. And what you want to be doing is turning the dials so you can get to that kind of thing, and then simply it's a case of turning them. But this isn't an easy puzzle, because the way it works is each dial interacts with any dial that's directly interacting with it or touching it. So if I turned the blue one, it would turn the purple and the orange one, and the orange one would turn the blue and the yellow one, but the yellow and the purple one only turn the ones it's touching, which is the blue. If it's the purple, it will only turn the blue one. If it's the yellow, it will only turn the orange one. So you have to use that kind of mechanism to get the correct code, and it did take us a while, and it's not as easy as it sounds, especially if you don't know what to do. So it's simply a case of turning the knobs to get them to the correct way, and the way we managed to do it with a starting code of 8410 is I turned the blue one, I turned it 9 times, I then turned the orange one 7 times, turned the purple one 6 or 7 times, and then turned the yellow one about 7 times as well. That gave me the correct code on the lighthouse. After you've done the lighthouse thing, you need to go and find 4 radios placed across the map. You'll see them on the screen and their locations, and turn them on in this order, otherwise it will not work. They're the radios that do not actually play any noise. You know, some of them play like a little bit of the story. They're the ones that just make a noise and don't do anything. These are where the locations are, and you have to hit them in this exact order to proceed with finding the golden rod. I mean, this is the weirdest Easter egg puzzle I've ever seen. I don't know how anyone managed to figure this out in general. It's not an easy task, I'll tell you that. It would have probably taken me a long time to figure it all out. So we got to this stage. The next thing you need to do is go into the power room and push that lever once, press X on it, push the third lever 3 times, the second one doesn't move at all, then turn the wheel twice, and you will hear a kind of like fog horn, and you'll see a star off in the distance, which means you are doing it correctly. The next part is to activate these fog horns, and there I will show you the positions. That one needs to be activated first. The next one needs to be activated second. There is a third one which needs to be activated last, behind that rock you'll see in a minute, and then the final one needs to be activated third before that previous one you just saw. So it's a weird order, And it's good to do it with 4 people if you can. I think it is possible with 2 people. Me and Sam struggled to do it. We couldn't figure out how you do it. But you need to activate them in order. So when one ends, the next one should be starting. So it does require a bit of organization. And I got my friend, the dual revolver here, a bit of a lad. The guy who actually figured this out. I'm not going to take any credit for it. It's all him. And I believe him and his crew are the first people to actually solve the puzzle, and he was kind enough to let me get his video and put it up for all of you who are struggling with this incredibly tediously long achievement. They managed to figure out first. They are Spanish dudes and legends, and their links will be in the description, so please, after you've done watching this video, go over to their channel and let them know what a bunch of fucking legendary lads they are for figuring it out. The next part requires the VR11, the little spider looking gun that comes in the rounder box. You got to turn a zombie into a human. He'll be sucked up through the light, and you got to kill him before he reaches the top of the lighthouse, otherwise it won't work. When he dies, some weird magic happens. You might, if you've seen Talixion's video where he does it on solo or any solo run through this, you'll see some weird actions going on, and he will turn into a golden, well, it's not even a golden looking rod, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's claimed to be a golden rod, and it falls down the green light, and it's simply a case of picking that bad boy. There it is. You just pick that bad boy up and go and put it in the tube hole where the boys are. And that is pretty much the end of the achievement. It is long and tedious. I haven't actually had the time to go and do it myself yet. I just found this video, and thankfully enough I did, because now I can let you all know how to do it, and you can go and get your 40 or 45 Gs, I can't remember which one it is, that I'm sure you're all looking forward to, and the gamer picture. I don't actually have the audio because it is in Spanish. Unfortunately, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers don't actually speak Spanish, so I wouldn't understand it, but I'm sure there are people out there with the solo version of the dialogue, and I'm sure if you want to go and surprise yourself, you can go and see how it's done. Unfortunately, you don't get to see the bad boys. The boys, they're back in town, you don't get to see them, but that's good enough for me, you know. Achievement unlocked either way. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and go over to the dual revolver and all his crew and go and sub those bad boys up for solving it. Probably the first people in the world to solve it properly. There might have been a few others, but who knows. And once you finish it, you actually have to knife the fuse, I believe, because it does break again. But that is pretty much the end of the achievement thing. And you are rewarded with not only the achievement and the gamer picture, you're also rewarded with a DG2 wunderwaffel at the end of it for about 3 minutes or something like that, which we haven't seen since Derice. And I'm not going to be that guy who decides to claim this as my own kind of like solvings. I'm not a cunt who likes to put up videos of how to get the juggernog and all that shit, because I'm not a complete wanker, and I don't like to put up videos where I claim to have done something that I haven't actually done, because I know quite a few people like that. Anyway, all credit goes to those few guys. Go and show them your love and what a bunch of legends they are. Thank you to you guys as well for showing us how to do it and allowing me to put this video up on my channel for everyone to see. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later. Peace out.